Let me ask first, why is this going to a third election now? Are the voters not just likely to put you back in the same place where you already are?
It's a good question. Look, the story begins and ends with Israel's top two contenders for the prime minister, as you said, Netanyahu and Gantz. Neither candidate had enough support on his own to form a government, forcing the two of them to try to come to a power-sharing agreement, but they couldn't. And as you said, the Netanyahu's three indictment charges is at the center of the dispute here. I mean, Netanyahu wants to retain his post as prime minister to give himself the best shot at defending himself in court. But Gantz has long insisted that anybody facing these kinds of serious charges is not fit to lead the country and should step aside.
Yeah, and so the Knesset this morning approving a bill to officially disband itself and set elections for March 2nd. Does that mean that come March or the spring of 2020, Israel's political crisis will be coming to an end?
Just last night, people were talking about a fourth election. So, in a word, it doesn't. At this point, it doesn't really look like that's the case. I mean, the recent polls show Gantz's bloc increasing his slight lead over Netanyahu's Likud party, but the overall numbers point to yet another stalemate. And the question, just as it was in this previous election, is who's going to blink first? Who's going to give in to the other side? Up until now, Netanyahu supporters have been very loyal. But will they throw up their hands and say enough is enough and start to defect to the other side? Or conversely, can Netanyahu woo some people that have been in Gantz's quarter and join him in government? But hey, we'll only know in March.